time is it? What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? This is the DW World Equity Time. Well, from now onwards, every Monday morning at 9 a.m. sharp Singapore time, or maybe Hong Kong time, China time, Malaysia time, we're going to share with you one very important and potential market instrument that is likely to rise for this coming 1 or 2 weeks. And this instrument could come from, well, perhaps an FX market, commodities, stock, ETF, or just anything from around the world. So just log in and watch us on every Monday morning, 9 a.m. And we want you to like us, follow us, and of course, don't forget to share this good video out. And we call this the OTOP series. Well, OTOP stands for One Target, One Purpose. And the reason we call it 1910 is because 1910 stands for Monday, 9 a.m. and 10 minutes is all you need to spend the time with us. So don't forget, every Monday, OTOP is right here waiting for you. I'll be back. Watch us. Hi there, welcome back to the OTOP series here, and today I'm putting on my thinking cap just for you. Alright, this is the OTOP 87 here. Alright, 87 is a big number. Alright, that means 87 weeks since day one we started this OTOP episode on every Monday morning, 9 a.m. Singapore time and Hong Kong time. Alright, and this is the OTOP 87 for the week 4th of April, 4th April year 2022. And today, yes, despite the difficult times in the market, we still have a wonderful surprise for you. Okay, and before we want to move on to what we're going to cover today, at least let's take a look quickly at what we covered last week. And that's a bingo. As we mentioned, last week was a difficult week, but we actually put up 1398. That's the Hong Kong stocks. That is known as ICBC. It's a state enterprise bank in China listed in Hong Kong. And yes, the prices actually came up. Okay, last week when we were talking on Monday, it was trading at about $4.65 Hong Kong dollars. If you could go back and watch our OTOP 86, all right, and over the 5 days, the market went up to $4.84. And this stock is worth holding for another couple of days. All right, we are expecting anywhere perhaps between $4.90 to $5 Hong Kong dollars before it turns down. All right, so be a little bit cautious, and if you're a short-term trader, hold on to these stocks. I think sometime in this week, all right, on the middle of this week, you could actually exit and make some good money for, well, mid-year and not early Christmas yet. Haha. All right, and let's move on to this OTOP 87 for the week 4th April year 2022. All right, a quick revision on last Friday. All right, last Friday the US market actually closed with the gains for all the triple indexes. Dow Jones was up 139 points, closing at a price of 34,818. All right, and S&P 500 actually gained 15 points. Nasdaq rose 40.98 points. All right, and on last Friday we had the non-farm payroll. All right, U.S. non-farm payroll released for the month of March, and the total non-farm payroll for March grew 431,000. All right, 431,000 new jobs against the forecast of 492,000, and versus previous month 3/4 million. All right, despite the lower growth, okay, of this non-farm payroll, which is not so good, but in fact, on the overall, on the first quarter of year 2022, which is the first 3 months, there was a total of 1.7 million new job growth, and that is pretty steady and moving into the good forecast. So that is the reason why, all right, on the overall of 1.7 million new jobs created in the first quarter of year 2022, we have the triple indexes reversing up, all right, and closing with a slight gain that marked the close of the first quarter for this year 2022. Okay, oil prices, WTI crude down below $100 per barrel. All right, because last week we had the U.S. President Biden who announced the largest release of oil reserve at 1 million barrels to be released in the market, all right, every day for the next 6 months, and in order to help the oil prices to go down and to quell the inflation in the US market. All right, let's take a look at the spot gold prices. The yellow metal was down on Friday, $25 per ounce, which is quite a lot. Okay, the closing price at 1928, but we are looking at gold prices to be swinging, all right, in the month of April, at least for the next 1 to 2 weeks until the mid-April. We are looking at the price of 1880 to 1950. All right, so just be very cautious in that. Okay, so this week now, okay, on the 4th of April year 2022, OTOP 87, what are we going to bring to you on the table? All right, so stay tuned. We have got about 5 or 6 minutes left, I believe, because every Monday we take less than just 10 minutes to show you what we have in our sleeve and what is good in your pocket. All right, let's take a look. If you are looking at the triple indexes, a quick look. Actually, the market has been difficult. All right, if you look at Dow Jones, it has come up on a day chart and now starting to correct. So it is difficult to pick the Dow Jones. All right, if you look at the Nasdaq, is also difficult. All right, on the index, it is a little bit topish after the recent strong recovery. So Nasdaq counters are also not in our back this week. All right, let's take a look at S&P. Well, S&P 500, and here it comes. Wow, if you look at the recent recovery, very strong above 4,600 and starting to make correction. So what are we going to look at this week? We've got something, a big surprise for you. But please do your homework before you follow us. Well, we have spent the whole weekend, all right, running through all the counters of stocks, ETFs, commodities, well, until we find something interesting in the currency. Okay, if we look at this dollar yen, which is the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, all right, the last time it hit above 124 was long time ago. Okay, and let's turn into the month chart and make a comparison. All right, the market, if you look back here since 2002, wow, that was a long time ago, 20 years ago. All right, from 20 years ago when the market started to duck down, all right, 125 or even 124 here has been a very strong resistance. If we look at this on a month chart, all right, on a single month that the market went up above 124, it started to turn down, followed by this month, which is the December year 2002, and also here, all right, 2007 June, and also on this few months, which is sometimes in 2015 July. All right, so we have a lot of reasons to believe on the technical outlook and also from fundamental values that dollar yen might be very resilient in the region above 124, which also means that anywhere in the region of 124 to 125, there'll be a lot of sellers coming in, a lot of shorties, and a rapid weakening yen is actually no good for the Japan economy. Remember, thinking cap. All right, there's a thinking cap, thinking head, or whatever you call it. So if you look at this, the dollar yen, which is now hanging at the top part here on the top side, well, hanging loose here, anytime it could be moving down for many months more to come ahead in the calendar of year 2022 to 2023. All right, so well, if you look at this now, you will understand that we are looking for the top part to sell the dollar yen. If the market happens to go back up to above 124 or to 125, all right, but then if you want to trade in the currency using margin, I think that's a little bit tough for the people who are not good in margin trading. So instead, when we flip around, all right, we are searching. In fact, we're going to search and share with you one very interesting yen ETF, Japanese yen ETF. All right. So if you look at this dollar yen, anyway, it's going to hit about 124 to 125 and start coming down. So that means once the whole market falls, yen is going to appreciate rapidly and strongly, while US dollar will devalue. All right, dollar devalue and yen will appreciate. So when yen appreciate, we have found this very interesting ETF that we want you to take a look. All right, and this ETF, the symbol is YCL. All right, which is a 2 times leverage. 2 times, all right, 2 times leverage. That means it has got 2 times alpha. All right, 2 times beta, which is equal to the alpha of what the yen currency could be appreciating. Right, before we look at this chart again, let's quickly take a look at YCL and understand what is this. All right, YCL stands for Ultra Yen. All right, it is a ETF, a 2 times leverage ETF. All right, issued by ProShares. If you look at here, if you want to understand more, go to ProShares.com, look for YCL and start to understand this. All right, and here it writes that ProShares Ultra Yen 6 daily investment results before fees and expenses that correspond to 2 times the daily performance of the price of Japanese yen versus the US dollar. So which means if you look at dollar yen plunging soon, YCL is the ETF that we want to take note and get in from the bottom. All right, easy. So while we come back to this YCL, look at this chart. All right, if you look at the yen has been devaluing for many years. All right, many years, and now it's almost at the bottom. All right, there are 2 ways. Okay, there are 2 ways that you want to find entry into this ETF here. All right, and always remember, once the whole yen rebounces and start to appreciate, that means dollar yen falls, this ETF is going to rise like a rocket. It may not be now, but probably 1 or 2 months time. All right, so 2 ways. You can act very cautious, okay, and wait for an entry price anywhere near the 40. All right, near the 40. May not be this week. Maybe take a look and observe for the next couple of weeks. But on the other hand, if you think you have some spare money and you have the patience to wait, all right, yes, you can get in about 41 or 41.5, all right, for every share here and wait, because this 2 times ETF could be recovering and bouncing up soon and you come back to 44, which is my personal opinion. All right, anywhere near the 43, 44 is not too difficult with a small profit. Once dollar yen starts to come down and YCL will start to go up. All right, but of course, if you are looking at the long term of YCL, personally, I think it has got a lot of potential to climb. So this is a very special ETF that not many people are aware, and not many people express or have an interest, or maybe they are oblivious to trading currency ETF. But this is something that's going to grow very fast. Take note of it and don't miss it. All right, and that's for today. DW World Equity Time, showing you the OTOP 87 for the week 4th April year 2022. Do come back, stay tuned on every Monday morning 9 a.m. and I shall be back waiting for you.